bloody live.
Do you know who we have seen live before, though? State Champs. And they came out with Kings of the New Age, a new album. What do you think?
It's just exactly what you'd expect from a State Champs, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
They never really do anything mad. It's just good, solid pop punk. I have to say that Ben Barlow feature's grown on me now.
It's grown on me as well.
Yeah. I think if I didn't look at it as Ben Barlow, I enjoy it more.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. I think when it first came out, there was just such a, like... You think about the golden eras of both of those bands. Not that they're both necessarily on decline, because I think this is a really great State Champs album. But in terms of when pop punk was at its absolute peak, sort of 2016 to 2018, would have been such a great time for a feature.
Yeah.
But you got to take what you can get. But I think the vibes on this album are just immaculate. I listened to it when it was really, really sunny for about 3 days in the UK.
They've released it around the perfect time, haven't they?
And I was just walking in the sun and I just thought, there's not a single bad thought in my head. I'm just happy.
That's the thing, it's like, it just gave me the vibes immediately. I know they're not there this year, but obviously we saw them at Slam Dunk last year, and I'm just thinking about sitting in a field, having a cider with my mates, chilling, listening to pop punk, sun beaming down, and making me look forward to Slam Dunk even more than I already am. I think the singles like really do stand out very strongly still, like just standing out in my head in particular. I think maybe it's just because we've heard them before, but because they have such a good catchiness to them, when they kind of came on throughout as the album like progressed, I was like, oh, cool. Familiar tune and just jamming along, and it's just such an easy listening. It's chilled. They have some weirdly deceptive, like little nice riffs that you don't always expect as well, and some lovely like beautiful tom sections you get in pop punk. Catchy lyric lines. They just kind of don't really miss on what just seems like a consistent album from start to finish.
I feel like as well, with the title being Kings of the New Age and starting with the song Here to Stay, I feel like with a lot of bands that have moved away from pop punk, this feels like a really strong way of them saying, this is what we do and this is what we're proud of doing, and we're going to do it better than anyone else this year. And I think they have. I think another thing I really liked about the album was the features were really well placed throughout the album, but also felt appropriate to the song. We talked about the Ben Barlow one, but Chrissy from, I think it's Against the Current, I thought her feature was great, and I loved the 4 Year Strong feature as well on Sundress.
See, at first I was disappointed with the 4 Year Strong feature, but it's only because I was expecting like a 4 Year Strong breakdown.
Yeah.
But after getting over that, it was great.
Yeah, I think it's the same with the Ben Barlow one. Is like when I think of Ben Barlow, I still think of like the grit in his voice from the early days.
And it was a bit whiny.
Yeah.
But because that's kind of what New Neck Deep sounds like anyway, I've accepted
Adjusted
it now.
to it, yeah. And I think I just forget how good they are at writing hooks. I think the thing that's made this album so repeatable for me is that a new song or a new chorus is standing out each time. And I think I'll say that Out of My Head might be a contender for my all-time favourite State Champs song.
Definitely up there.
And they got some bangers as well.
To be honest, like, I'm looking at the track list from the album, and if I just read them one by one, I can hear each chorus in my head.
Yeah.
Like, whether they're a single or not, every single song of those I'm hooked into, and I've got them in my head, which I think is a great success.
How many bands could you say you could do that for?
Not many, I don't think.
Exactly.
That's the other thing. I don't listen to State Champs that often, like on record.
Yeah, but when I do...
But whenever we see them live, I know every single word, and I have the best time. Or like if we're out somewhere, like when we go to these festivals this summer, State Champs are going to be on that playlist in the campsite.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
for sure.
Definitely.
I think that was most on show when we saw them at Slam Dunk last year. I was like singing along to songs that I didn't even realise I had learnt the lyrics for, and I was just like, how am I just doing this? I think.
Well, they played. Was it Out of My Head? Was
Yeah.
new at the time. They
Yeah.
released it like the day before Slam Dunk. We hadn't really listened to it, but we were singing along by the last chorus.
Great band.
And they've got such a great way of, they will convert people into listening to them as well, because like I've been in the car with Ruben and we've been listening to it, driving around, like going from gym, and then that comes on. And it's like people who don't listen to them just kind of get drawn to them, and they have such a great kind of way about doing that. And again, that's something that's so difficult for bands to be able to do. It's special.
Wow. Well, there we go. An absolutely lovely month.